All right, thanks very much. And again, good evening, folks. And we're on Raptors NBA TV. Chuck Swirsky along with the coach, Jack Armstrong. It's the Raptors unbeaten at 4-0 against Maccabi Tel Aviv.
The Raptors played very well last night, Chuck, and it's good to see Chris Bosh and Mo Peterson back in the lineup after them missing the game in Rochester last night against the Cavs.
So this is Nesterovic holding and looking out in front. They go underneath the Bosh, who missed a couple of ball games with that sore left heel. And we have a 3-second defensive violation on Vucic. And so this will put CB4 at the free throw line. Raptors won last night in Rochester, New York, 103-81. Jack?
Well, you know, the thing that really stood out last night to me for the Raptors was the quality depth, their ability to play as a unit, make the extra pass, shot a high percentage, did a wonderful job getting in their transition game and executing in the half-court offense, and Bosh knocking down the free throw.
So the Raptors with a quick 1-0 lead. We have played 16 seconds.
You know, it's difficult for Maccabi Tel Aviv, obviously, with, you know, the illegal defense and, you know, defensive three. A little different in terms of the Euroleague.
Bosh comes up scoring and count it, and a foul. CB4.
Trying to get him established, huh?
Why not? He is averaging 18 points in preseason ball, shooting a sparkling 72% from the floor.
Yeah. This is the area so far they've been struggling a little bit with. He makes his first 2 free throws, came into the game shooting 61% from the line. But
all right, so it's Maccabi ball. Let's see what the Maccabi Tel Aviv club can do with Sharp. And this is Felix, just picked up from the Sonics, where he played 15 games a year ago. And Bynum got away with a walk on a passover. It's a 2-on-1. Peterson to the rim with a score.
Raptors couldn't script the first 45 seconds any better, Chuck, up 6-0. The defense making it happen.
Maccabi Tel Aviv got spanked 2 nights ago in Cleveland against the Cavaliers. Bynum all the way to the rack. Beautiful baseline drive over Nesterovic.
One, two. Chris Bosh. Solid defense. Will Bynum inside, going to the bucket, go the other way. Turnover. And already in the game, Chuck, 2 turnovers for Maccabi Tel Aviv. And TJ Ford setting the table for the Raptors. Miscue there. Just so you folks out there in TV land know, I'm not trying to take Chuck's job here as a play-by-play guy. I have a hard enough time doing my job, but Chuck's mic isn't working right now, so how's my play-by-play skills, Chuck? Maccabi Tel Aviv, a little flex action there. This shot, Rasho Nesterovic to TJ Ford. There you go, you're back, Chuck.
And after a deflection with 9:58 to go, and the Raptors in front, 6-2. Raps in a second game of a back-to-back. In a sense, it's good that the Raptors are getting into a back-to-back so they can prepare for life of the regular season.
Totally. It improves your conditioning, particularly the style of play Sam Mitchell wants to use. He can find out a lot about his club.
Peterson splits the defense, puts up his shot. Nice move, couldn't go. And here comes Maccabi Tel Aviv with Bynum, who played in the 2004 National Championship game for Georgia Tech. Vucic, Bynum working off a Vucic screen. Will Bynum the kick out, Sharp for 3.
That was Sharp. Beautiful setup that time by Will Bynum. A little drawing kick and good delivery by Sharp.
Nesterovic on a give and go with Peterson, and Peterson had an option to dunk, and he is winning. In an 8-5 ball game, Raptors.
Beautiful backdoor play right there, and breakdown by the Raptors on the weak side, and TJ Ford setting the table for the Raptors right now, 8-7.
This is Bosch working against Vucic, and on a curl moving right to left in the paint. Vucic with a grab and a foul.
Raptors that time, a little ISO two-man game, trying to get Chris Bosch some space to operate with. He's got an explosive first step, and Bosch getting fouled right there.
So this will put Bosch at the free throw line. He's got 4 points. Raptors have made 3 of the first 6 shots. Maccabi has made 3 of 4.
Chris Bosch
will be home with the Cavaliers on Sunday. We'll have the broadcast on Raptors NBA TV at 6 o'clock. Pregame coverage at 5 Eastern time.
Bosch, a perfect 4 for 4 tonight from the line. He's got a beautiful stroke there.
And they're going to reset the shot clock here with 10-7 Raptors lead. You take a look at this Maccabi ball club. 6 new faces, Jack. They lost their premier player in Anthony Parker. Sharp. You're going to try. Step back, the 15-footer. Hit rim, and it's TJ Ford galloping over the timeline, and a looping pass just led Bosch a little bit too long. And a turnover for the Raptors. It's going to be their second. Underneath, Will Bynum, and a floater is good, a little rainbow.
Boy, that was a tough shot. TJ Ford draped all over him. Had to shoot it right over him.
Parker. They got a switch, and Anthony Parker over Yasitis.
Good job by Parker, shaking him off with the dribble and then finding the open space, nails it.
Felix giving it up to Sharp, and again a 2-man game with Felix against Nesterovic, and the ball sucked out of his hands by Rasho. Bosch in backcourt, and Chris dribbles in forecourt, and Ford is pushed and fouled by Will Bynum.
Good patience that time by Bosch, bringing the ball up the floor. Bynum had done a good job taking Ford away in the backcourt, so Bosch advanced it, and they fouled TJ.
So for Bynum, that's going to be his first. And the Raptors will inbound with 20 on the clock. 7:46 to go right here on Raptors NBA TV. From the Air Canada Center, it's 12-9 Raptors. And again, a lob pass to Nesterovic for Bosch, and it's taken away by Maccabi Tel Aviv. Maccabi shooting 4 of 6 from the floor, and a crossover Bynum, and they want to go to Vucic. And he wheels inside, and Leroy Richardson is called a foul against Rasho Nesterovic, and this will send Vucic to the free throw line, shooting 2.
Nice move in there by Vucic. Got good position in there. Took the ball strong at Rasho inside.
For a while, Maccabi looked like they were a little confused who's going to the line.
Yeah.
Jack, what is your take on, in a case with the Raptors playing European teams in preseason?
Well, obviously it's good for the league. I mean, you're trying to promote the global perspective. And, you know, in my opinion, 8 exhibition games is too many anyway. So if one of them happens to be a foreign team, no big deal. 7 games is more than enough against NBA competition to get you ready for the season. It's what you're doing in practice every day that really is what's building the identity of your team day in, day out.
Raptors holding a 2-point lead. They swing it to Peterson on the elbow. Peterson picked up high by Yasitis. Now it's Peterson again. Raptors doing a lot of switching. Comes up shooting, rimming out, rebound, elevating is Felix. He's got some hops. And it's Bynum accelerating over the timeline. Vucic isolated against Nesterovic, and they swing it around the perimeter. Yasitis with a quick catch and shoot for 3.
Good job by Yasitis that time. Moving one out the ball. Quick trigger as well. Nice shooting for him by the youngster.
Bosch with a power move. And a tough pass to handle for Nesterovic, and it went off Rasho's hands. And a little bit too much on that pass from a very short distance.
Exactly. What do they say? Right pass, wrong speed.
Vucic on a ball fake to the rack, rimming out. Offensive rebound, Felix, and a new shot clock at 24.
Maccabi, after a rough first minute, Chuck, have come out and settled down and done a nice job running their half-court stuff. Very patient, well-disciplined in their approach.
Bynum with 6 on the clock, working against Ford, and a little push on the baseline by T.J. Ford. That's going to be T.J.'s first.
Let's not kid ourselves here. Obviously, you got guys that are playing overseas. Some of the players, a guy like a Will Bynum, he's looking at T.J. Ford saying, hey, he's playing in the NBA, I'm not. Extra motivation there, no doubt.
Well, this is a guard that they really want to build around at Maccabi Tel Aviv, and Will Bynum. Sharp. That's off the mark. Felix keeps the ball alive. He has been very active here. Nice touch pass. Vucic to Noel Felix, who asked for his release from the Sonics camp, where he played 15 games a year ago. And T.J. Ford turned it over on a deflection by Bynum. It's a 3-on-1. Bynum with a ball fake to the rim of the score.
How about that?
It's 17-12. Maccabi Tel Aviv.
Got to ring the alarm clock for the Raptors, Chuck. A little flat right now.
Peterson slashing, pull up. Got it? No. That ball popped out. It's Vucic with the outlet pass to Sharp. A 17-6 run. Nice backdoor cut. Bynum, rim no.
They've hurt the Raptors on that back cut. Good spacing.
There's Rasho Nesterovic, and credit T.J. Ford with that burst of speed setting up the play.
Rasho running the floor hard. That's what you need to do. Beat the other big down the floor. That's the style of play the Raptors want to utilize. Get numbers and take advantage with easy shots.
Vucic. Yasitis.
He's got a nice stroke, Chuck.
Simas Yasitis from Lithuania signed a 3-year deal with Maccabi Tel Aviv. You're right, Jack. He's got a nice stroke. Here's Ford with a pull-up. Booking.
Yasitis is a legitimate 6'7", 6'8". Can put it on the floor a little bit, moves well without the ball. The timeout on the floor.
So T.J. Ford and the Raptors here at the ACC trail Maccabi Tel Aviv 20-16 on Raptors NBA TV. That's not in Rochester, but there's Sam Mitchell and the coaching staff of the Raptors. His team trailing 20-16 at the 4:25 mark first quarter, with Chuck Swirsky along with Jack Armstrong, our entire Raptors NBA TV crew, and Jorge Garbajosa, the great Garbo, who had 16 last night, knocking down 4 triples on the floor for the Raptors, Jack.
Garbajosa shooting 48% this season for the Raptors from three-point range. Really impressed me, Chuck, with his range and, more importantly, his selection of shots.
And this is Vucic backing in on Garbajosa, turning with the shoulder. The baby hook is there. And it's Fred Jones with the push over the timeline. He's got Peterson open from the left wing. 3-ball. And we've got an over and back on Andrea Bargnani, the rookie out of Italy, the #1 pick. And Bargnani commits a personal foul on a loose ball.
Went over the back that time. Didn't necessarily move to get the position. Just went over it and got called for it.
And Yasitis leaves, and Bynum comes into the ball game, and he is joined by Halperin, Yotam Halperin, who was a 2nd-round pick by Seattle. So on the floor for the Raptors, you've got Bargnani, Garbajosa, Peterson, Jones, and Ford, and Jose Calderon will enter the lineup for the Raptors.
Mitchell going to his bench early. This will be his 4th second-unit player in the game now. Chuck Mo Peterson, the only starter remaining on the floor for the Raptors.
Now the officials want to sort things out regarding the substitutions. Wanted to make sure that everyone is on board here. This officiating crew, a very solid one at that, with David Jones, Gary Solinsky, and Leroy Richardson.
Veteran crew.
In fact, David Jones just told me he came back from Europe where he officiated 1 game. It was 1-out, but he enjoyed his time.
Oh, yeah.
So this is Will Bynum. Bynum with 8 points here in the first quarter with under 4 minutes in running. Maccabi up by 4. Vucic to Bynum. Working off a Noel Felix screen. Felix with a power move to the cup and a layup.
Great job that time. Screen and roll scenario for Maccabi. Raps got to do a better job closing that down there. Communication.
Good ball movement by the Raptors. Now this is Peterson. Plenty of time to run a good play. Bargnani for three. And elevating high is Felix. He has been very impressive.
He gets on the glass hard. He gets to that position and goes and attacks the ball.
Sasson. That's a no-go from the pocket. And here's Calderon running the show. Jose almost turned the ball over, and he did. Went off his right hand out of bounds after he stumbled, trying to free himself into traffic near midcourt. And Joey Graham has checked in from OP.
Good job that time by Will Bynum, just getting in there and breaking that play up.
So Joey Graham has joined Bargnani along with Calderon, Garbajosa, and Jones. Bynum's trying to hide behind a Vucic screen. Now Vucic backing in on Bargnani, wheeling and scoring.
He's got good mobility in that post, and he gets deep position in there.
Joey Graham with a power move and a beautiful finesse finger roll.
A little help from Bargnani that time, kind of standing in the way of the defense, preventing their ability to defend Joey Graham.
And Maccabi with the ball at a 6-point lead. Halprin. Bynum. They swing it around to Sasson. And from the corner, Felix knocks it down. And Maccabi is shooting a red-hot 61% here in the first quarter.
Got to get out a little more, push out, contest that shot.
Fred Jones eludes Halprin, and Jones had a shot block. And Gary Zielinski is called to travel after Jones came down with the ball. So we have a timeout. It's 26-18 Maccabi right here on Raptors NBA TV first quarter. And welcome back. Chuck Swirsky, Jack Armstrong, first quarter, 26-18 Maccabi. Maccabi Tel Aviv, they have won 13 straight Israeli titles. They have won 45 national championships. And of course, Jack, they're already 3-1 in Euroleague play.
Well, this is a great opportunity for them in spite of the controversy a little bit about making another trip over to play NBA teams. I think this type of competition will help them as their season goes on. And quite frankly, the big category that jumps out at you so far, Chuck, much better shot opportunities for Maccabi Tel Aviv. They're shooting over 60% from the field. And the Raptors, 7 turnovers leading to 9 Maccabi points, giving up easy scoring opportunities over miscues. It's got to change.
Bynum from 19. And Garbajosa clears the rebound to Calderon. Jose Calderon at the point. Let's see what the Raptors can do operating in a half-court set. 15 on the clock. And Joey Graham is fouled at the free throw line. And this will go against Sharon Chassan.
Joey Graham, reception of the ball this year, Chuck, has been a lot more aggressive in terms of looking to put it on the deck and attack the basket, or catch it, squaring up, being in triple threat position, looking to make a play right away. No longer passive.
And Fred Jones, he just backed in. He took that ball just outside the key area, and on a post-up move, he was fouled by Halprin. And so Fred Jones at the line shooting 2. And this is a great story, Jack, because Jones has been to the line. This will be appearances number 29 and 30. He is 26 of 28 going into this ball game tonight.
Shooting 93% for the free throw line. I mean, very, very impressive.
And he's going to go to the line a lot. Coming off the bench, he'll have the ball in his hands.
Well, with the second unit, he's a guy that can give you instant offense, and he's got an explosive first step. He can get to the rim. He invites contact. He's going to draw a lot of fouls because of the way he plays, too, Chuck.
Halprin. Bynum. They really want to work it inside to Green. Here's Green, a very physical player. Chasson for 3. And Maccabi Tel Aviv, right now from behind the arc, is sizzling 4-5. And Fred Jones running, turning on the baseline, and he is fouled once again by Halprin, who simply cannot guard the quicker Jones.
Exactly. And good decision by Fred Jones. He knows that, and particularly in the open court, he can get by guys. But Jones doesn't go to his left hand all that much. He's predominantly a right-handed guy with regard to how he shoots it and what hand he uses. There's Fred Jones' stats right now for the Raptors. Doing a solid job making the adjustment to a different style of play this year with the Raptors. And Fred Jones makes both free throws.
In a 29-22 ball game with under 60 seconds of running on Raptors NBA TV. Chasson, Alfred, and that's an offensive foul. Away from the play. And this is going to go against Jamie Arnold, who is in his second year with Maccabi out of Wichita State at the age of 31. Had some NBA experience in the Knicks Summer League back in 2000. So Calderon running on the baseline. Calderon still handling the rock, and the pitch out to his good friend Jorge Garbajosa. Hit back rim. There's Calderon fighting for the ball along with Jamie Arnold, who picks it up and wisely throws it ahead to Bynum as point guard.
Calderon loves doing that, driving the baseline like that, trying to create.
Halperin from the pocket. Nope. And Arnold giving it up. And Chasson's pass intercepted by Jones. Working against Chasson. Cut it. And a foul. Oh, baby, what a play by Fred Jones.
Good job by Jones that time. He read the eyes of the offensive player. Chuck shot the gap on the left side and came up with the deflection and the steal. Good anticipation by Fred Jones, leading to an easy scoring opportunity.
Now, Jack, we have seen Fred Jones over the years with Indiana. I can't recall, even in a brief 2-week window, the type of athleticism that we have seen in a Toronto uniform.
Well, it's there. It just, again, it's style of play. And I think this style of play is going to really help him. And you can tell he's playing with great enthusiasm and passion.
Maccabi's lead once at 9, down to 4. And a foul out in front by Jose Calderon, and it's first in the last 2 minutes, and so Maccabi Tel Aviv will have 7.6 seconds remaining to come up with some play here to end the quarter. Maccabi shooting 57%, the Raptors at 47%. Bynum, they go underneath to Arnold, fumble the ball, and he turned it over.
Good help defense inside that time. Jose Calderon.
Here's Fred Jones from midcourt. Good it goes. Remy, no.
Good look.
Great look. And at the end of one, it's Maccabi Tel Aviv 29. The Raptors 25. Will return. Second quarter action coming up. Fred Jones to the rack. And again, Maccabi Tel Aviv, a rich and storied team history.
Well, you're right about that. And another feather in their cap was coming into Toronto a year ago, beating the Raptors. Anthony Parker with the game-winning shot, and back another time in first quarter, they have the lead. So you think Lightning will strike twice? I don't think so, Chuck. I called it the other night, the Raptors.
We're really going out on the limb there, Jack.
I'm going to stick with it.
So again, Maccabi Tel Aviv with a nice start, 57%, and they lead by 4. Calderon, Bargnani, along with Graham, Garbajosa, and Fred Jones for the Toronto Raptors. Vucic to Bynum. They want to get the ball at a post up to Vucic for the pass off. Up top, Halpern, line to the lane, giving it up. Yasitis, and he trains a 15-footer on the side.
You like his game. He can shoot it, Chuck.
Yasitis now with 8 points to lead all scores. And Bargnani traveled, shovel those feet in the lane. And for the turnovers now, Jack, uncharacteristic of the Raptors, that is their 8th already in the half.
Bargnani tried going back to the middle again, and the defender, Vukovic, took that away from him. Got to be able to feel the defense on your hip and go the other way with it.
Vucic threw it away. It's a 4-on-2. Here's Calderon. Fred Jones with the ball fake to the rim. And dunk! Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? What a facial!
That was emphatic. A little exclamation point from Fred Jones. Taking it to the tin with authority.
I love it. 31-27 Maccabi.
You don't think he's going to get there, but boy, he gets there.
Yasitis, that's a no-go. And we go the other way. Here's Calderon. Going underneath to Joey Graham, double team. Joey Graham swatted away, a whistle and a foul on Yasitis.
Hey, don't. Joey will go to the line for 2 shots. He had Garbajosa wide open in the right corner. Kind of in a difficult position to take a shot attempt.
We got to look at it one more time. Kaboom! You got to love it.
You know, he's only about 6'2", Chuck, but it seems like when he gets up there, he's got another notch he seems to go up to.
Yes.
He keeps elevating.
He just posterized Vucic I'm not sure they're going to show that on television in Tel Aviv.
Exactly.
They'll show you Sidus knocking down shots.
Exactly.
Will Bynum, no Felix. Graham splits a pair. 31-28, Maccabi. Arnold, who's played in 6 different countries in Europe. And we have a hold off the ball.
You know what? You can make a good living.
When you say a good living, now the highest paid player on Maccabi is Vucic. He's making $1.2 million. The highest paid player in the history of Maccabi Tel Aviv was Nate Huffman, the former Raptor, at $1.5 million. So what kind of salaries are we looking at, Jack?
You know, you're looking in the mid 100,000s, 400,000 or 500,000 you can make if you're a very good player, and obviously the help with the housing arrangement and a vehicle as well, and little perks as well, you know, in terms of...
You got the maid service, the whole bit?
Oh, you know, and
you got the chauffeur.
Being able to go to the restaurant and sign for the bill, or go for
you got
groceries
Leo
and
Rounds
sign
as
for...
your tour guide?
I'm sure Leo had that deal when he played overseas.
Fred Jones, backdoor cut to top, Joey Graham!
Giving Maccabi Tel Aviv a taste of their own medicine, going to back cut. Great two-man game. Fred Jones, Joey Graham taking their authority.
The alarm clock definitely went off for the Raptors.
Sir.
Their intensity is picked up. Halperin and a banker, did he call it from the left wing? Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness.
Now, Jack, when that release went up, you can't be serious. Bargnani had a shot blocked. He first got away with a walk.
Well, he kind of lost his footing there, but he's got to go with the up and under there.
Halperin, he goes underneath to Jamie Arnold and lays it up and in.
Getting back to Bargnani, you know, he kind of stumbled in there. You know, strength factor too. When people put the body on him, got to be able to keep his balance. They take away that move to the right. You got to use that pump fake and then go through the guy with the left.
And what a rejection on a swat by Halperin. He timed that beautifully. Halperin for 3. Nope, grazed the iron, and then Arnold sends Garbajosa to the floor. Good sportsmanship by Jamie Arnold.
Halperin.
And wow.
Halperin that time. Quick shot, and there's the foul right there. And Halperin the previous time shot the bank shot. This time came down, was feeling it. Let one go again. I'll give Maccabi Tel Aviv credit. They've answered every time.
Well, you've got Chris Bosh on the floor now, Jack.
Yep.
Fred Jones, Bosh, here's Chris, sandwiched inside. Nope. Rebound, Vucic.
I tell you, the big fellas in yellow picking up the intensity inside. Very physical, bumping people in there. Good job, Vukovic inside.
Yes, Sidus. Boy, they are not playing that pick and roll very well.
Not well at all. And he is an outstanding shooter. Put it to the deck, one bounce, good range. Moves without the rock pretty well. This game's getting a little chippy here, Chuck.
Yep. So we have a timeout on the floor, 8:38 to go in a half. And we have a timeout as Maccabi Tel Aviv leading the Raptors 38-30. We'll be right back. Joey G.
I think Andre Karolinko, Chuck, all those Booza, Darren Williams.
Well, there's Chris Bosh. Right now, Jack, they've changed the scoreboard to 41-30 with Maccabi up by 11.
Give credit, they're playing very, very well. And they're picking up their intensity inside defensively. One and done scenarios, not letting the Raptors get on the glass. Out rebounding the Raptors +3. Good after timeout play by the Raptors. Calderon getting a clean look right side. Sam Mitchell wanted there.
8.5 minutes remaining, 41-32. First half action here in Toronto. Vucic. And the slip cut to Bynum with a layup. He broke in from the top of the circle.
They have done a great job, Chuck, spacing the Raptors out and hurting them on back cuts big time. Got to put more pressure on passes. See the man, see the ball. Legal screen, good call.
Good call. Chris Bosh called for it and he knew it. Leroy Richardson, the official on top of his game.
Going back to what I said before, the Raptors have to do a better job picking up cutters, pressure in the pass so the guy doesn't have time to make the precise pass. And the help has to be quicker in terms of reacting to cutters going through, giving assistance. That's a good defensive play right there on the screen.
And Calderon going to the floor for Bosh against Vucic. And a layup.
Well, what led to that, Chuck? Outstanding defense playing the screen and roll situation. That was the best I've seen tonight from the Raptors.
I think you're going to see more Raptors trapping now as they did last night against Cleveland. There's another trap. Vucic, they go inside, and Arnold tied up and fouled by Graham.
But when you trap, that's what happens. You know, and the way you beat the trap, you make the second pass out of the double team. And what was that? The second pass out of the double. And you're going to get somebody open. You're going to beat the defensive rotation. That's where you got to scramble, communicate, pick people up quickly. Joey Graham, a tad bit late on the rotation backside.
So Graham leaves with 2 personal fouls. Peterson returns. And this is sending Jamie Arnold at the line at the age of 31. And Maccabi Tel Aviv, this is their 4th free throw appearance at the free throw line, Jack. And Arnold, as we mentioned, is a very experienced European talent.
Well, they've shot the ball so well, Chuck. They're up 18-0 in this game in terms of three-point shooting. Maccabi's made 6. The Raptors haven't made any. Big difference.
Calderon from the elbow. Nope.
One and done, too. You know, the Raptors, no real energy level getting to the offensive glass tonight like we saw in the first 4 games.
Vucic to Bynum. At the free throw line. Nice look inside off the glass.
Well, they called
Vucic, and Vucic now with 5 points, 6 assists.
They called them up again on that pick and roll, Chuck.
Chris with a power move and a foul on Vucic. And that's going to be number 2. And now Arnold leaves for Felix. It's 47-34, Jack. 6:53 to go.
There's Bosch getting fouled, but the previous play, a concern if you're a Raptor fan, because the screen and roll is the major triggering device offensively in the NBA. I mean, people use it time and time again. You know, top, side, whatever way you want to talk about it, everyone uses it. And you got to be able to defend it at the point of attack effectively. The Raptors tonight really struggling with that. Barbahosa checking out, Chris Humphries checking in. That's an area I know Sam Mitchell, next few days in practice after watching his tape, will be drilling his team on in terms of tightening up their ability to defend on the screen and roll.
Maccabi Tel Aviv lost in Paris by the score of 115-86 to San Antonio. They got hammered by the Suns 119-102 in Cologne, Germany. And then Cleveland 2 nights ago beat them 93-67. Bynum working against TJ Ford down low left. Bynum with the jump pass. Felix with the step back, the 16-footer. Hit back iron, and the Raps looking to push again with Ford. You got Ford, Jones, Bosch, along with Peterson and Humphries. Fred Jones pressured by Halperin. He gets some help from Vucic. TJ Ford, 8 on the clock. The pull up from 17.
Good decision. You know what? His opponents, they played the guys that were about to receive that next pass. They laid off of him. High percentage decision, high percentage shot. Good play.
Bynum handling the rock. He's got 10 points in the ball game. He has played very well here at the 6-minute mark, first half. Vucic, who has 5 points, 6 assists, and 4 rebounds, and another field goal. And Maccabi Tel Aviv shooting 63%.
What play triggered it, Chuck? Same one.
TJ Ford, weak side rebound, Yasitis. And Maccabi Tel Aviv, they're off and running with Bynum. Now to switch, he's picked up by Peterson. Bynum is on the left wing. And they want to get the ball to Yasitis, guarded by the smaller TJ Ford. Halperin with a ball fake, threw it away. And this is Fred Jones. Jones going upstairs, and a layup missed. Bosch, Ribby, good.
Nice play by Fred Jones, though, coming up with that steal. He's got good anticipation and good second effort by Chris Bosch on the glass.
They got a timeout coming up. Bynum, Vucic going underneath, and a layup is good.
Again, second pass out of that screen and roll situation. Raptors slow in their backside rotations, Chuck. That is absolutely killing them right now defensively. And Sam Mitchell has seen enough. I'm sure he is going to be lecturing his team in a rather stern fashion about their defense, Chuck.
Well, again, Fred Jones Humphreys after a missed dunk. Right there, CB4. Maccabi leading by 12. And welcome back again to depth, the quality of depth on this Raptor team. They've got Garbajosa, Tucker, Bosch, Jones. 4 different leading scorers for the Toronto Raptors in their unbeaten streak.
Not only that, Chuck, 3 of those guys theoretically could come off the bench to start the season. Decision, I'm sure, between Anthony Parker and Fred Jones, who's going to be that 5th starter. And as Chris Bosh, I think he'll start, though. I think he'll be the one guy, that group that will start. What do you think?
Like I said, you're an opinionated man.
It's a wild guess on my part.
TJ Ford, pull up.
Good job, getting in the lane. Again, TJ with the pull-ups. Good decisions, not over-penetrating, taking what the defense gives him. Run that same play. Chuck, same play. And their screen and roll, making the pass out of the double and then making that extra pass into the gut of the defense. Raptors got to pick that up on the defensive rotation. If I'm Maccabi Tel Aviv, I continue to run that play until they stop it. Don't get cute.
Humphreys and Sharp with 3-second defensive violation. And this will put the Raptors at the line with 4:07 to go. 53-41 Maccabi. You think Maccabi can sustain this, Jack, in the second half?
If they carve the Raptors, if they continue with their half-court execution, absolutely. I mean, if the Raptors don't pick up their intensity level, of point of attack, corralling, controlling, disrupting the screen and roll scenario, and then scrambling out of that scenario and getting to people and covering better inside, they're going to have trouble stopping them.
Well, another issue, Jack, turnovers, that's number 10 for the Raptors. You know, the Raptors had done such a fine job, Jack, after really the first game against Washington, protecting the ball. They came in with only 72 turnovers.
Yeah, 31 less than their opponents. Second best so far in the league in terms of forcing turnovers and doing a good job on that takeaway giveaway.
Yasitis, who has 11 points in the ball game, one of 3 double-figure players, and Green put up a wild shot and he traveled.
See, Maccabi won't win if they run plays like that, though. Trying to go ISO against Bosch. You know, the lane intimidation is just too much inside there for Green to get his game off. Stick with the play sequences that are working for you. Keep making the Raptors defend the screen and roll.
And a bad pass by Humphreys. Turnover number 11 now for the Raptors.
Always tough throwing that direct pass into the post from the high post.
Felix, Yasitis, left wing, 3, nope. Bosch with the board, and the Raps are off and running with TJ Ford. Ford, line to the lane. The no-look to Humphreys with a slam dunk.
Oh, boy, TJ Ford, when he turns on the afterburners, boy, what a gorgeous... All Humphreys had to do was catch it, flush it.
53-43. See if the Raptors can chip away at this Maccabi lead.
Get it to 6, get it to 5 at half. You'll be fine.
Bynum peels off, and again, the double-team trap. Felix from downtown. They'll give him that shot all game long. And TJ Ford, over-the-shoulder pass. Parker with the layup. TJ Ford has come up limping, and he is holding his hamstring. And that's not a good sign. Here's Yasitis over Bosch. That's his hammy.
Yep, his left. Back of his left leg. Let's hope he's okay.
Well, we'll sort things out in a moment right here at the ACC. 2:34 to go first.
Coming up at the end of the second quarter, myself, Sherman Hamilton, and Eric Smith will be here at halftime to give you the details of what happened in the first half. So far, not so good for the Toronto Raptors, especially if you include the fact that TJ Ford just went off the floor.
Yeah, well, the Raptors are going to have to guard the three-point line much better. They're going to have to take care of turnovers as well. That's costing them points right now.
And obviously, we said in the pregame, don't take anybody lightly. And so far, you know, it's looking pretty good right now for Maccabi.
Almost looks like they are taking it a little bit light, but when you're 4-0 in the preseason, I guess you can take some teams light. All right, we'll see you at halftime, folks. Back to Chuck and Jack.
All right, Paul, thank you. We'll get an update on TJ Ford in a moment, but for now, it is 55-45 Maccabi. And so the Raptors will go with Peterson, Humphreys, Parker, Bosch, and Calderon.
TJ Jay Ford sitting down, and Calderon sees some extended minutes. And right away, Will Bynum trying to make a statement, trying to get in the grill of Jose Calderon and take him off his game. And good job by Calderon attacking him with the dribble.
So this will send Jose Calderon to the free throw line.
Now, let's not kid ourselves here. Will Bynum knows. He looks and says, hey, this is a backup point guard. I'm going to try to get into him a little bit, rattle his cage a little.
Have you noticed, Jack, how many injuries there are thus far in NBA camps? It's amazing.
Yes, it is. And, you know, I think these guys do a wonderful job training year-round, and every team has a strength and conditioning coordinator, and I think the players are, you know, in great shape. Really, to find a guy come in that has to work his way into shape in camp.
Felix, nope. Calderon. Waiting for Humphreys to arrive. Let's see if the Raps can get the ball inside. Maybe Bosch gets a touch.
The days of showing up out of shape and working your way in. Poor pass there again from the high post. Oh, long gone. But you're right. I'm very surprised at the number of injuries, Chuck.
12 turnovers now for the Raptors. Again, another screen and roll. Green. Guarded by Bosch. He's back it in. 7 on the shot clock. And Green just threw the ball away. He wanted a foul and didn't get it. He is a very mechanical player. And so Halpern is coming in. And Eliyahu is checking in.
Green's forcing his game. He's gotten the ball a few times in the post and kind of being premeditated in his approach.
Well, they're just buying time. They want to make sure that Vucic doesn't pick up his third. Vucic went out at about the 5-minute mark.
Stay with what helps you, though. Keep running your screen and roll stuff. Spread people out, draw and kick, go 3-point line.
Eliyahu with a foul.
You know, Chuck, you talk about injuries, though. You know, it's interesting. You can go the other way, too, and say maybe it's overkill. Maybe guys are just playing way too much and too much emphasis and overdoing it. I mean, at some point in time, the body needs a break, too. You know, and guys are lifting year-round.
But if I'm Maccabi Tel Aviv, you got to be pleased the way you're playing, obviously. But, Jack, I think the last 90 seconds is critical because you don't want the Raptors, if you're the mindset of Maccabi Tel Aviv, to close this out where the Raptors get a little bit of a run here.
Chuck. Usually, you know, a lot of times the first 2 minutes of the third quarter, last 2 minutes of the second quarter, you know, are kind of the tone setters. Emotional. Going into the locker room, coming out of the locker room. Setting the table right in the script as the game goes forward.
Sharp. Halpern. Eliyahu. Property of the Houston Rockets with an up and under, and he walked. He was the first Israeli player drafted, and then 9 picks later, Yotan Halpern was selected by Seattle.
It was a pretty nice move down there in the post, Chuck.
Again, it's 55-48. Raptors can close it to 5 here with a field goal. Bosch, and it's a reach and a foul on Green. Who's going to put Bosch at the free throw line with the Raptors as a team are 14 of 18. Maccabi Tel Aviv, they've gone to the line only 4 times tonight, but they have outscored the Raptors behind the arc 18-0. And the Raptors have committed 12 turnovers in the first half, and yet, Jack, they're only down by 6.
Well, what did I say? If you can get it to 6 or 5, you're in good shape. And I think for Sam Mitchell right now, I think he knows what they have to adjust to in the second half. The different things they have to do strategically to play a better second half. Now it's a matter of just closing it out in a positive fashion.
Halpern swings it to Yasitis. Eliyahu. And Bosch from behind has fouled Green. And that's going to be first in the last 2 minutes. This will be a sign out of bounds.
Bosch and Green battling inside there. 14 on the shot clock now for Maccabi.
45 seconds remaining in the half. Maccabi with the ball, and away from the play, Eliyahu has committed a foul. You say, wait a minute, I can do that in the Euroleague.
He's only 21. He's just a pup in there, and he whacked Anthony Parker there.
Calderon. Beautiful move on a dribble drive, penetrating against the Maccabi interior defense, and it's 55-51.
Good change in his speed as well, and terrific finish in there.
Maccabi's biggest lead in the half has been 13. Raptors have closed the gap to 4.
Daddy Mo has swung here. Check the momentum.
Halprin with Parker all over him on the wing. Green to Yasitis. Halprin, 4 on the clock. Halprin, the ball knocked out of his hands by Parker. Now he has to turn around and shoot. Rimming, no. And is that a 24-second?
Oh,
boy, that was a very quick decision by the officials.
I thought the ball was out of his hands. I don't know, Chuck. I thought the ball was out of the hands before the horn went off.
I think that possession should be Maccabi.
Yeah, don't you think?
Yes. Dave Jones has come over, said, my mistake, inadvertent whistle.
Yep.
And so the ball hit the rim,
Yes,
so that should be a new shot clock.
Yeah.
Halpern did a great job even getting that ball up.
And not only that, I mean, beat the clock. I mean, he definitely beat the clock.
Yes, he
did.
did.
The ball was out of his hands.
So now they're going to have a jump ball, Jack.
This helps the Raptors.
Yes, it does. Because that could have easily been a field goal for
an offensive rebound putback.
But again, I appreciate the honesty of the official, David Jones.
Hey, Sam Mitchell giving it to him, but hey, when a guy admits he makes a mistake.
Here's Parker over the midcourt line. Fred Jones, 3 ball coming up. Rimming, no. Rebound, Bosch. Got it! What a play by CB4 to end the first half. The bank is open here in Toronto.
Tell you what, Chuck, the Raptors in significant stretches in the first half got outplayed. But in the last few minutes, the Raptors closed beautifully. Momentum has swung. Raps only stuck 2.
Guys.
Well, the good news is TJ Ford is coming back after maybe a little bit of a spasm, maybe a cramp on that left leg near the hamstring. And so the bottom line is it's good to have him back on the court.
This was the Toronto Maple Leafs would be called, Chuck, a lower
body injury. Well, you know what? I think a turning point, Jack, when Vucic went to the bench, they were up by 11. And they did not want him to commit his 3rd foul. And Green came in. Aliahu came in.
And didn't get the job done. And, I also think Maccabi went away from their screen and roll offensively. Tried punching it inside a lot, 2-man game activity. And when you don't have people in the post that can do a lot, you're not going to double team, and the Raptors guarded them straight up in there. So if I'm Maccabi, I got to start running my sequences again that were successful for me. And on the flip side for the Raptors, do a better job defensively with your perimeter defense, screen and roll, 3-point defense, draw and kick stuff. Just better overall cohesion with the D.
And for Maccabi, they have made 6 3-pointers, but they have missed 5 of their last 6 behind the arc. Here's Raptors ball. Nesterovic. The handoff to TJ Ford. It's a 55-53 Maccabi lead. We played 30 seconds, 3rd quarter. Bosch working against Felix to the rim, and a soft layup is good.
Felix was like a statue that time. One quick fake, and Bosch, not a lot of activity going on defensively.
Sharp with a pull-up.
And Raptors struggling defending that. On the guys in yellow, I run that every time down. I do some sort of screen and roll sequence until the Raptors prove they can stop it.
Bosch, Ford, nope. TJ tried to elevate against a couple of tall timbers underneath near the rim. It's 57-55.
We got to get you some glasses like that. That's like really mod. Coach is looking sharp there on the sideline.
Parker. Nope. Kept alive by Nesterovic into the arms of Sharp. Derek Sharp matched up against TJ Ford right in front of the Raptor bench. Double on the ball. Here's Felix against Nesterovic. Should have foul on Rasho.
That time the Raptors double on the play there.
What do you think of Rasho thus far, Jack?
Well, he's a guy that, he's not going to score a ton of points because you're not going to run a lot of plays for him. But he's a good team defender. He understands his role in the offense. He's going to make the extra pass. He's going to be physical, block people out. Good team guy. And, the Raptors aren't counting on him to, score 15 points and get 12 rebounds. He's going to come in and play good post defense. Doesn't require double team assistance in there. He'll give you solid minutes. More importantly, anything else is going to take pressure off of Chris Bosh, so he doesn't have to play those big guys in there and get beat up, having to play post defense and pick up fouls. You need Bosh in there for 40 minutes a night.
Parker with a turnaround on Yasitis. Anthony Parker.
Does everything smooth, Chuck. Everything's controlled with a purpose.
And that pass off the fingertips of Felix. Here's T.J. Ford. The scoop pass. Peterson layup. Got it. Nice little shovel delivery by T.J. Ford, who has 5 assists, 6 points, and 3 boards.
You make a mistake, T.J. Ford off to the races, hooking people up.
Tied at 59. Yasitis, Felix, turning the baseline and a dunk. And Sam Mitchell is hot and got teched up. Yep, he got teed up by David Jones. He felt that Felix had cleared out with that forearm underneath on the baseline.
Wow, Sam Mitchell in an exhibition game. And sometimes a coach...
You know how those players like to hook?
Yeah, oh yeah.
How many times do we see Kevin Willis when he was a Raptor do that, Jack?
All the time. And you know what? He would get called for it once a game.
At least once a game.
Yeah. Where is Kevin now? Is he still playing?
He's back in Atlanta in his clothing business.
I know. He was playing forever.
20 years.
Took great care of himself.
Yes,
Talk
he
about
did.
a guy that took a lot of pride in his conditioning and physical fitness.
On those charter meals, Jack, I never saw. I mean, he was into fruit and veggies and water.
We were stuffing down the
the pizza
and
the hoagies,
mashed potatoes. Yeah, well, come on, Chuck. You only live once. You got to live it up.
T.J. Ford against Bynum, flips it up and draws the foul, and will shoot 2. Raptors again back in action Sunday, 5 o'clock pregame on Raptors NBA TV against the Cavaliers. 6 o'clock with the tip, but don't forget about FanFest, 2:30 here at the ACC. Admission is free, interactive with fans, lots of drills, so come out and check out the Raps here at the ACC at 2:30 Sunday.
Okay, this is that first one. I know you're going to be lecturing all the youngsters on the crossover dribble, right? You're like Tim Hardaway, right? The nasty crossover breaking some ankles, Chuck?
Yes. The triple threat.
There you go. Back in it.
The triple threat. A cheeseburger, a blizzard, and some fries.
That's your game, Chuck.
61-60. Maccabi. Yasitis to Vucic. Bosh has come out up top to play him. Felix with 6 on the clock. Yasitis. Nope. Bosh yanks it down. Chris now with 16.6 boards. Parker weaves in the lane, and he runs into Yasitis, and that's a foul, a blocking call against Yasitis, and that's number 2.
I know you mentioned Yasitis signed a contract, long-term contract with Maccabi Tel Aviv. I think this young man in the right system can play in this league, Chuck. I mean, he shoots it, got good size.
Well, he's 24, Jack.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised seeing him playing in this league when he's 26, 27.
Bosh. Parker from 22. And Bynum races out of the pack, challenging T.J. Ford in the paint. Yasitis from the pocket at 3. And that was falling in the first half. But now they are struggling behind the arc. 1 for their last 7. T.J. Ford, no. Kept alive by Rasho Nesterovic. And he brings it out and reloads with Chris Bosh for 3. And the Raptors are 0 for 6 behind the stripe. Bynum. Vucic. Sharp. And Rasho Nesterovic cannot keep the ball in play. I don't know what Sharp was thinking there, Jack.
He was trying to force the issue that time in traffic, trying to dribble through it.
And Halpern has come in for Yasitis. Halpern played 13 minutes, has 5 points. And so now Maccabi Tel Aviv with 9 on the clock, 8:34 to go. Third quarter, 61-60 Maccabi. Felix with the handoff to Bynum. Bynum around Bosch. Sharp, free for 3. Nope. 1 for their last 8, and they have missed 6 in a row.
That was a good look right there.
Anthony Parker all the way to the rim. Beautiful move. So smooth. Anthony Parker in double figures. The second Raptor in that department. He's got 10. And the Raptors have taken a lead at 62-61. Felix having a difficult time handling the rock. Now Sharp going deep in the clock. 5 seconds remaining. Here's Sharp ready the baseline. He threw it away. Here's TJ Ford. And in midcourt, he is fouled.
Better defense as a team by the Raptors. They did a much better job on the right side, Chuck, defending the screen and roll, nullifying the play, and then good just team defense overall on the back end of the shot clock. Good possession defensively by the Raptors, leading to an opportunity the other way now.
And the Raptors have played much better defense.
Well, again, you know, Sam Mitchell had some time at halftime to go over some things with his team, and they've come out a lot more aggressive in terms of what they're trying to accomplish.
Here's Bosch against Felix. They clear the side. Fakes left, goes right. The fade, nope. That ball almost lodged between the rim of the glass, and it was knocked away out of bounds by Vucic or Nesterovic, and this ball is going to be awarded to the Raps.
Wow. Noel Felix did a real nice job defensively, Chuck, on a baseline against Chris Bosch, contesting that shot, not giving any ground.
Peterson, easy layup. Boy, I don't know if it's fatigue, Jack.
I think so. You know, I was thinking that as you said it. The body language, Maccabi just playing a little tired right now. Not playing with that same pep in their step that we saw in the first half.
Very true. Boy, they cannot get a shot to go. Good offensive rebound, however, with a fresh shot clock at 24 with 7:13 remaining. Third. The high-low feed and a layup. Nobody guarded Noel Felix. 64-63
More
Raps.
rotation inside. They're picking up people. Communication paramount.
Chris on a power move, and he turned it over. Hits a 2-on-1. Bynum to the rim. And he's hacked, sent to the floor, and fouled, and will shoot to TJ Ford. Has picked up number 3. Check that second.
There's the foul right there by TJ Ford. And
glad you could join us tonight on Raptors NBA TV. Throughout our great country, more action coming up Sunday at 5 pregame against the Cavaliers, play-by-play at 6. And you can continue to log on at Raptors.com for information about your Toronto Raptors, and for ticket information, call 416-366-DUNK. That's 416-366-DUNK. 65-64 Maccabi at the 6:50 mark, third. Garbajosa ready to come in. He has played 9 scoreless minutes. Raptors turn it over. That is number 13.
Bosch still getting comfortable playing with Bosch. Kind of threw it up a little too high for him.
And Bynum missed an easy field goal. Gets it back. Second attempt and scores.
Great effort by Will Bynum, though. He is fearless inside.
He's got 14, Jack. And then Bynum is called for a blocking foul at the free throw line. He can't believe it.
Well, he feels like TJ Ford just ran him over.
That's his 4th, by the way.
That's a big play in the game. Rasha Nesterovic checking out of the game. Leaves with 5 rebounds, 2 points. Bang, bang play. Toughest call in basketball. Block charge.
Well, we have Ford, Garbajosa, Parker, Peterson, and Bosch. We've seen the hammer tonight in Chris Humphries. We have not seen the nails in PJ Tucker.
You love coming up with these nicknames, Chuck. Spent all day doing that?
Here's Garbajosa. He tried an up and under. He has to give it up to Bosch with 5 on the clock. Bosch, he got stripped and turned it over.
Lots of congestion there.
Yep, a lot of traffic inside.
Good help D by Sharp.
And here is Jamie Arnold with the sweet kiss off the
Again,
glass.
I heard him on the screen and roll. They came out, 2 guys on the ball. Got to rotate over on that right side, and too easy. Maccabi playing some zone defense now, Chuck.
And Sharp with a careless foul in front on Garbajosa. We've got a timeout, Coach. 5:45 to go, third quarter. 69-64, Maccabi. And the Raptors will talk it over. We'll return in a moment on Raptors NBA TV. Well, there you look at the current NBA players. Maceo Baston, the former Raptor. Sharunas Yaskasevicius with Indiana. Vito Udra with San Antonio. And the Raptors' very own Anthony Parker. And a former Maccabi Tel Aviv ball player, Nate Huffman.
That's right.
Was a former Raptor.
Things didn't end here that well for Nate Huffman.
No. Nate, we hardly knew you.
Where is Nate these days, anyway?
You know, Jack, I can't answer that question. There is Anthony Parker, who won the ball game a year ago for Maccabi Tel Aviv from the right corner in front of the Raptor bench. In a Maccabi bright yellow and blue uniform is Jorge Garbajosa, the great Garbo, at the free throw line. He makes the first of 2. And for Garbajosa, Jack, his first point in 10 minutes, he looks a little fatigued as well.
Yeah. When you think about the long summer he had, you know, all the attention on LeBron James and Chris Bosh. How about Garbajosa and Calderon? Those guys, they won a gold medal. They played a lot this summer too, you know. More focuses on Dwayne Wade. And there's a lot of guys that played a lot of hoops this summer.
It'll be interesting to see. We talk about the rookie wall for North American players, how it's going to affect these players who are in the world.
Solely.
Green to Halperin. We had 3 in the key on Jamie Arnold. But we can worry about that down the road.
Yeah.
But the Raptors' main concern is get through preseason without an injury and then get ready for the New Jersey Nets November the 1st on the Score television network.
Nasty there with Jeff McGinnis in New Jersey, huh?
Ridiculous.
That
Very
guy-
silly. His
that guy-
agent is talking way too much.
Oh, boy.
Garbajosa. And McGinnis is under contract, Jack.
They're not going to play him. He's sitting at home and wants to get bought out. That's not going to happen. The Nets are going to stand their ground and they'll let him go for the right price. But other than that, they're just going to make him wait it out, driving the price down.
Meantime, Jack, 16 turnovers for the Raptors. And Sharp, no, tapped around, and it's TJ Ford. He can take Halperin to the rim, and he gets fouled. And that's exactly what the Raptors want out of TJ Ford. When it's there, do it.
And when he's in the open court and he's got room to operate, Chuck, he's a tough guy to get under control. Look at this. Halperin's like, forget about it.
Jack, I'm sure people are saying, okay, other than the speed factor, tell me the difference between a Mike James and a TJ Ford.
Well, I think TJ Ford is more of a pass-first, pure, old-fashioned point guard. And he's looking to set the table for his 4 teammates. He's looking to create, there's the history of TJ Ford. He's looking to create scoring opportunities for teammates. He's terrific in terms of drawing, kick, penetration, getting people involved in the running game. Obviously, again, he's done a good job so far in his pro career, and I think his better days are ahead of him.
69-68, Maccabi. Halperin, again, they trap him on the sideline, and he threw it away. Intercepted by Anthony Parker. It's a 3-on-3. Parker brings it out, finds Jones, and his layup attempt is fouled, and he will shoot 2.
Again, that's what I love about Anthony Parker. Did he force the action? No, Chuck. He took the ball to the baseline, pulled it back. Watch him right here. Pulls it back, a dribble, lets the surge, comes through.
He's got a high basketball IQ.
Oh, boy, he knows how to play. He's good. And that was just a very subtle, crafty, intelligent play. Took the retreat dribble, 1 dribble, allowed for the secondary guys in his offense to come down the lane and hooks Fred Jones up. That's why a guy like Parker, he might not get you 20 points in a game, but he's going to win games for you anyway. He's one of those glue guys, Chuck. Just makes a lot of good plays.
He makes the play before the play.
Exactly.
And that should not be underestimated. Meantime, Fred Jones 7 for 7 from the line. He's got 11 in the ball game. Raptors 70, Maccabi 69, 4:28 and running. The Raptors trapping on the wing has been very effective. Halperin Yasitis with the touch pass. They go inside again. Arnold got away with a walk. Here is Halperin from downtown, rimming out.
Raptors more energy that time defensively on the perimeter and scrambling to get to people off the screen and roll.
You know, Jack, I've seen Halperin, and Halperin toyed with the idea of signing with the Sonics, but what I've seen from him tonight, I don't think he is quick enough to guard point guards in this league.
Well, he's really struggled keeping a guy like Ford under control in the open court.
But even Fred Jones.
Well, again, people get too caught up in, you know, a guy's skill set and all that offensively. And is that important? Absolutely. But scouts also look at what can the guy do on the other side of the ball. Can he guard his own position? P.J. Tucker in the game now for Chris Bosh. Now, if the guy has an incredible skill set, if he's a wonderful offensive player, guess what? Then you kind of overlook the defensive deficiencies. But if he's just pretty good, he better be able to guard his own position. A guy like Adam Morrison, for example, he's going to struggle defensively, but the dude can score. So you overlook that a little bit more.
Raptors by 2 under 4 minutes remaining third quarter. Halperin, they give Arnold a touch on the right block. He is guarded by P.J. Tucker. Great defense by Tucker, forcing Arnold out on the baseline. Raptor ball. Here's Fred Jones. Line to the lane. Baseline underneath the Ford.
We were here the other day when T.J. Ford struggled against the Celtics finishing, but that time, nice job, T.J. Ford in traffic, taking the ball strong to the bucket. The wheels have come off Maccabi Tel Aviv.
T.J. Ford and Fred Jones, the two catalysts thus far, igniting the Raptors 73-69, 3:32 to go third on Raptors NBA TV.
A test, but the change in coaches as well. You know, Eric Musselman in, Rick
like
Adelman
him.
out. Well, you know, but I tell you what, Rick Adelman.
He did a great job.
Oh, he's not a turn. He did a great job in Portland too, and he'll be back. Good coach.
Vujicic threw it away again in transition, and T.J. Ford, his pass deflected, gets it back, and he goes to the rim of the foul, and T.J. Ford is taking over this ball game, folks, for the Toronto Raptors.
Superior foot speed and quickness, and Raptors getting out to the races now.
Yeah, I don't think Maccabi Tel Aviv is going to see anybody as fast as T.J. Ford in the Euroleague.
That's why when I heard about the complaints about playing these NBA teams, I can't understand it, because you always want to play better competition. That's how you get better, Chuck. That's how you test yourself. That's how you prepare yourself for the season.
So T.J. Ford with 13, Bosh has 16, and Jones with 12. Raptors extend their lead 75-69 as we near the 3-minute mark here. Maccabi Tel Aviv still around 52%, but they've pulled up behind the three-point arc. They're 1 for their last 10. Raptors have not made a three-point field goal. They're 0 for 7. Halperin going strong to the rim in a collision between himself and Ford. And Halperin will go to the line with 2.
That was pretty good defense on the wing by the Raptors. And T.J. Ford. And P.J. Tucker is. T.J. and his kicks coming right in your living room.
Sending Halperin to the free throw line. Well, Felix, he re-enters the ball game, and he is replacing Jamie Arnold. For the Raptors, Garbajosa, Tucker, Parker, Calderon, along with Fred Jones. Maccabi still hanging around, trailing by 4. They led by as many as 13 in the first half. Raptors' biggest lead at 6. Tucker over Vujicic and P.J. Tucker. Again, that little curl.
He loves that move. Coming from left to right, into the lane, and then the runner in the lane. He's really impressed me. You know, you knew about Anthony Parker and Garbajosa and Fred Jones and T.J. Ford, but, you know, at this level, I mean, Tucker and Humphreys have really jumped out at me in terms of what they've been able to do. And they're deep in the rotation right now, but the minutes they've gotten so far, they've taken advantage.
There's the #1 pick, Andrea Bargnani, who has played sparingly tonight, 7 minutes, scoreless, and P.J. Tucker, their second-round pick. And I think this kid has got a very bright future, both of them, obviously.
Yeah. And I said this last night, Chuck, when we did the game at Cleveland. You know, a nice dilemma for Sam Mitchell. He's got a positive problem. He's got a lot of players that have earned some minutes, and that's a good quandary to be in as a coaching staff.
A 3-second violation against the Toronto Raptors. And so this will put Halpern at the line. Well, if the Raptors win this ball game, Jack, won't be pretty unless they blow them out in the fourth quarter. But you know what? You can work through some things and get to tape on some pick and roll sequences.
Yep, that's hurt them. But they've gotten 30 points from their bench, Chuck. I mean, that really helps a lot. That's been a big story tonight, as it will be, in my opinion, almost every night of the season.
Well, they had 57 last night.
Yeah, and, you know, we still got 14 minutes left, but you know, every night during the year, particularly on back-to-backs like this, 3 games in 4 nights, 4 and 5, when fatigue is an issue, the depth is going to be the thing that makes this Raptor team improve this season.
Halpern, rainbow. Kept alive, tapped out, and it's Halpern again. Halpern is 2 for 7. Maccabi is 6 of 17 behind the arc, 1 for their last 11. Nice cut. Felix, no. And it's Parker. Parker on a 5-on-3. Garbajosa from downtown. And that ball knocked away out of bounds. And Leroy Richardson receiving help from Gary Zielinski says, give this basketball to Toronto.
Maccabi coaching staff not happy about it. Close to getting a technical foul over there. Sam Mitchell already got one.
Parker with a ball fake. Puts it up and in, counting the foul. Anthony Parker. Oh, he schooled Halpern on that little shake and bake.
Again, economical, resourceful move by Anthony Parker. Look at him right here. No wasted motion. Gets in the lane.
Halpern very late getting over there. Yasitis was there.
I'll be honest with you, there was no foul on that play, in my opinion. That's a score. Sometimes I think the refs love the theatric effect. Basket and the foul. Play on. This is not ballroom dancing. Minimal contact. He should make this shot.
4 double-figure players for the Raptors. They lead by 9, their biggest of the ball game, with a $1:40 to go, third. Chasson and Felix is fouled by Tucker, playing behind him about 16 feet out in front of the Raptor bench. And Joey Graham checking in for the Raptors. And he's coming in for Anthony Parker, the former Maccabi Tel Aviv 2-time MVP Euro player.
Parker's played well for the Raptors tonight, Chuck. Slowly but surely settling into a groove here with the Raps.
Halpern and Felix, and that ball knocked out of his hands by Toronto.
Anthony Parker, 23 minutes tonight, Chuck. 11 points, 2 boards.
Vucic, double team. Chasson, bad pass. Calderon saves it. Keeps it in play to Garbajosa. Fred Jones going upstairs. Caught underneath by Joey Graham.
You mentioned bad pass. It was a bad pass for a reason. Defensive pressure, Chuck. Good defense by the Raptors. You know, they have taken Maccabi Tel Aviv out of their comfort zone. You know, when you're able to come down and execute your stuff and no back cuts here in the second half, minimal positive vibes for Maccabi in terms of what they're doing, screen and roll situation is the foul on Calderon. And I think that really helps when you're able to make people try to have to do things in a secondary fashion offensively. They start to take bad shots, turn the ball over, and you're off to the races. And that's why the Raptors are up 10. The defense is getting better.
For the Raptors, their 37th free throw attempt tonight. Maccabi has gone to the line, only 12, but again, 19 turnovers leading to 26 Raptor points.
There's the story. Where do you get those turnovers from, Chuck? First half, the Raptors had more turnovers. The defensive intensity's picked up, and you're a better team because of it.
Along with the 4 3-point shooting by Maccabi, they won for their last 12. And it's Fred Jones. Jones with a pull-up from 14. Rebounded by Maccabi Tel Aviv with 42 seconds remaining third quarter. Raptors by 11, 82-71. Vucic. Boy, their shooting percentage has plummeted, Jack.
They can't get second shot opportunities either. Raps doing a real nice job controlling the boards. Again, fatigue becoming a factor.
They're out of gas.
But the Raptors, give them credit. The defense is better. They're contesting shots, blocking people out, gang rebounding, very physical on the glass.
Again, the second unit by the Raptors. They're showing what they can do in a back-to-back. There is Fred Jones. Tip. Good. P.J. Tucker nails. He is tough as nails. He invites contact underneath. And we're down to 1 second. Fred Jones, good if it goes. Ribbing no. And at the end of 3, 84-71, Raps.
That's the second shot he's had at the beat the clock scenario. Both almost went, Chuck, but
he's going to make one of those.
He will. Raptors with an impressive third quarter. Anthony Parker, the former star for Maccabi Tel Aviv, leading the Raptors with a 13-point lead after 3.
Play-by-play against the Cavaliers. Good crowd on hand for the Maccabi Tel Aviv game, as the Raptors will go on the road next week at Boston and Chicago and finish it up and then get ready for the New Jersey Nets in the season opener on November the 1st. The Milwaukee Bucks come to town on Friday, November the 3rd, and make your plans to attend Raptor games by calling 416-366-DUNK. That's 416-366-DUNK. We start the 4th with Calderon Jones, Garbajosa, Tucker, and Graham. Jose Calderon, Joey Graham, power movement and dunk! Oh, Joey Graham eating some ACC rim.
That's what the Raptors expect from Joey Graham. That's what they wanted when they drafted him a year ago. Ferocious, take to the bucket.
Yasitis.
He's run out of gas. He was hitting shots left and right early.
Joey Graham running the floor, and Maccabi Tel Aviv, the wheels have come off, folks. It is 88-71 Maccabi.
Good timeout here because the Raptors, again, their second unit.
That's right. The Raptors taking it to Maccabi. They trail by 17, Jack.
Chuck, you got to come up with a nickname for the second unit for the Raptors. That's the story here. And look at this right here. Joey Graham, an emphatic finish going to the bucket.
Let's see. That's a good idea. You know, I'll put that in my blog.
Put it on your
Come
blog
up with a
and use
second
it
unit
on your radio show. Have people
a
call
nickname
in
for the second unit. I like that
because I think they're going to be a big part of the success of the Raptors this year. Because again, you have back-to-back nights, preseason. The fatigue is somewhat of an issue, and the second unit is just worn down. This Maccabi team, and Anthony Parker has played well. Nice having Bosch back in the lineup. TJ Ford got the Raptors going with the transition game. Fred Jones, once again, 8 of 9 from the free throw line, getting there, 5 rebounds. Joey Graham contributing well. Jose Calderon doing a nice job running the team as a backup point guard. And Sam Mitchell's just got a lot of pretty good options to work with.
Yeah, I'll come up with some. Maybe you know what? We'll run something on Raptors.com. We need a second unit nickname for this group. I like that. I mean, Joey Graham, Jack. I mean, we've talked about Garbajosa and Humphreys and Jones and Calderon. Joey Graham is having a pretty good game.
Yeah, he has. Coming into the game tonight, averaging around 9 points a game, and tonight a perfect 4 for 4. Shooting around 50%. And he's just taking high percentage shots. But the thing I like about him, I'm starting to see some swagger and personality. And don't kid yourself, Chuck. There is a lot of internal competition in this team. Therefore, he's challenged every day in practice to play at a higher level. A year ago, he knew he was going to get some minutes because the depth, the talent level overall wasn't what it was.
Well, not only that, Jack, I'm sure every reporter that's come to him in training camp and whatnot is asking about the kind of season he had, what can he expect,
Anthony Parker,
what's going on. That's right.
Bo Pete's still here. He's looking over at P.J. Tucker. There's a lot of competition there, and I think the light's starting to come on. And you know what? He's a second-year player now. He's starting to figure it out a little bit. He took his lumps a year ago, and give him credit. He's bounced back.
Sharp finally makes a 3 for Maccabi, their first of the second half.
They were 6 of 9 at one point, Chuck. one of their last 11.
Now Fred Jones, he wants to post up Sharp, and that's going to be a charge. Fred Jones used that elbow in the gut, and Sharp is laughing at Fred Jones saying, I got you that time. Gary Zielinski with a call.
Sharp talking a little jug to Fred Jones.
You see, Jack, what you've done? You've already planted the seed. So as we're calling the game, I'm thinking about that nickname for the second unit.
Focus on the game, Chuck. Stay one step at a time. Don't try to multitask here.
Thanks, Mom. Here is Bynum in traffic, and that's
defense.
a charge.
Out of control.
Bynum had nowhere to go.
Yeah, Joey Graham just took it out of numbers.
Bynum played, 15 games with Golden State last year. You think he can play in this league?
He's a guy that plays with great energy.
He does. And that's a tech on Will Bynum.
Well, you know what? You got to understand something. Will, you're playing here in Canada. They understand English.
Well, this is the new NBA rules, Jack, where, you know what? You can't keep a conversation with an official arguing a call. It's over. You move on.
I like that. You know what? I don't mind when the coaches get into conversations on occasion with the referees. I think that's part of it. But I like the fact that the players have to start concentrating on playing. Too many times you see players complaining to officials, and the play's going down the other end. You know what? That play's over with. Leave it there. And I think it's going to help to improve the quality of play overall.
Well, Mr. Katz is here. He owns Maccabi Tel Aviv, so I'm sure he'll be getting a bill for $1,000.
I doubt it.
Calderon, the pitch out, Fred Jones, rifles it underneath, and that is P.J. Tucker.
Raptors moving the ball a lot better here in the second half as well, Chuck.
Intercepted. Fred Jones on their runway. Kaboom! With a reverse two-handed slam dunk. Fred Jones.
I'll tell you what, Fred Jones does a real good job getting out in passing lanes, anticipating. That's all right, though. Sam Mitchell saying to P.J. Tucker, move those feet. Go east-west, get that foot on the baseline, cut it off. But good effort that time. Again, Fred Jones, Chuck, has made some good plays defensively tonight, getting out in the wing. Here he is right here, finishing after the great defensive play. Look at him right there.
Mr. Jones has a thing going on here at the ACC.
Two bench players for the Raptors in double figures. You got Jones with 14, Calderon with 10, and then you got Joey Graham with 9. So 5 Raps in double figures tonight. Again, balance. Not a significant drop-off when Sam Mitchell goes down that bench and looks for answers from his reserve corps.
P.J. Tucker a little bit overly aggressive out in front.
But he's trying to do the right thing.
P.J. Tucker has committed his third foul.
But Chuck, I'd rather a foul like that because he's trying to do the right thing. He's trying to jump out on the ball screen, disrupt, break up the play. You don't mind errors like that. It's the ones where guys are passive and take plays off.
A 24-4 run for the Raps. Jones, bouncer, fumbled away, picked up by Tucker. He got stripped. And it's Maccabi going the other way. Sharp. They need to run their offense, Jack. There's too much one and done. Nice pass inside, Felix, and Maccabi will shoot 2.
That was like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. Felix threw on the baseline. You're right, that was some pass.
Alfred coming in for Bynum. They can cut the check to the NBA office.
I doubt he'll be cutting a check. You think they're going to build the guys from Maccabi Tel Aviv?
Absolutely, Jack. I mean, it's a sanctioned NBA preseason game.
But they're not going to build them for a technical foul.
Well, why not?
They're guests. You got to, people come in your house once in a while. They'll knock a dish over,
and they can pay.
You do not. They're guests in your league. Yeah.
You come over to the house. You got the bill.
Yeah, all right.
Here's Calderon. Garbajosa. Raptors have not connected from three-point range. They're 0 for 10. Garbajosa tried to go backdoor cut to Graham, and it went off his right hand out of bounds.
Right idea, just a little too much on the pass. Now you got Bargnani getting in the game. Garbajosa checking out. Garbo leaves 2 points and a rebound tonight, 18 minutes. Bargnani's only played 8 minutes tonight, so opportunity maybe for some extended minutes for Andrea.
Two teams have combined for 41 turnovers. Raptors have scored 30 points off the 22 miscues by Maccabi Tel Aviv. Jamie Arnold, nope. Bargnani with a rebound. Again, Fred Jones. Jones has played 22 minutes. Jones, the wide open shot by Graham, popped out. Offensive putback, P.J. Tucker. I love that kid. He is, again, you want something done, he's got the nails, and he will finish it.
8 points, 3 boards tonight in 8 minutes. That's a nice stat line.
Sharp, not sharp.
Fred Jones getting after it on the backboards tonight.
The bouncer to Bargnani, nope. And, well, Felix, and we're going to have a foul on Tucker. Fred Jones, you're right, Jack. He's got 14 points, 7 rebounds. So P.J. Tucker has committed his 4th. Plenty of time remaining. 7:50 to go. 95-75. Raptors by 20. Again, we invite you to check out FanFest here on Sunday, free at 2:30. Interactive with the fans. Lots of drills, entertainment for about 90 minutes. It's free. And then they'll close down the ACC. Get ready for NBA ball with the Cavaliers at 6 o'clock. Make your plans. 416-366-DUNK. And if you can't attend, Jack and I will have the call Sunday night on Raptors NBA TV with pregame coverage at 5 and the game following 1 hour later. Jones. He works off a Bargnani screen. Andrea all the way to the rack, got tied up. Did he lose the handle or was it stripped? Nope, just lost the ball.
That says he develops strength. He'll be able to get that ball through those tight areas, Chuck, and finish that move he made. And he's got to recognize where the crowd is and kind of avoid that a little bit. But when he's going in there, he's got to be able to get that ball through there quickly.
Felix travels, and well, now we're going to have Humphreys, the hammer, come in, and he is coming in for the nails. Good job by P.J. Tucker.
Oh, boy. I'm having so much fun watching these young players.
Oh, yeah.
Even though Bargnani is having a tough night tonight, Chuck, he was fun to watch last night.
Sure was. He got it going.
And let's not kid ourselves, Chuck. It's not going to be there every night with him. I'm not putting a lot of expectation on him. I just see those glimpses. I see those few plays a night, and I know he's going to continue to build on it. He's a hard-working young man, and he's going to get better and better as he goes along and figures it all out.
Jose Calderon.
He's played really well tonight. 12 points, 4 assists, 3 of 5.
Under control, too.
Yeah,
Jeff.
totally. And just confident. Again, we're talking about Joey Graham. Calderon, a different player this year, more
and
polished.
Graham diving to the floor. What a play by Joey Graham. We're going to have a jump ball, but you've got to appreciate the hustle of Joey Graham instinctively going for that loose ball, sacrificing his body. And Joey Graham, look at this right here.
Right. You got to love it.
And had the presence of mind to attempt to call the timeout.
Right. Hey, you got all that pressure on the bench. You do all the little things to get a chance to play. Here he comes, Chuck!
Kaboom! Doors doing a great job with his staff. Bargnani for 3. Nope, follows his miss. Andrea to the rack. Missed a dunk and shoots 2. And again, after the miss, saw a seam on the baseline, said, I'm going to take it straight to the basket.
And he's playing his first back-to-back in his NBA career. And look at this right here.
Left hand.
Oh, yeah. No, he's...
Well scored. Hey, Jack.
Wait till that young man starts finishing those moves.
We want to salute the Israeli junior national hockey team They're playing in Toronto tonight. They're
great.
playing at Forest Hill Arena. The coach is Jean Perron. The former Canadiens coach won the Cup back in '86. So we've got Maccabi Tel Aviv here tonight, and the Israeli junior national hockey team in Toronto as well. So welcome.
Nice turnout tonight, Chuck, here at the game.
Yep.
Strong following from Maccabi Tel Aviv.
Well, you follow them big time in Europe. Their fan base is huge. Arnold working against Humphries. Double on the ball. Calderon sheets over to double team. Humphries just banging away. And Calderon went for a steal and a little bit too much. Called by Gary Zielinski, and this will go. Not a foul, it went out of bounds.
Scrappy.
It looked like they were going to call Humphries for a foul.
Good stuff, though. Raptors playing scrappy. Jose Calderon and
6 on the clock.
he and TJ Ford have both played 21 minutes tonight.
Arnold out of control.
Good defense as well by Humphries, and Bayani providing assistance, changing the shot.
Joey Graham spots up and scores.
It's a simple game, boy. Just run your lane, catch, take a high percentage shot, nail it.
Joey Graham, one of 6 double-figure players for the Raptors, and Martiani has fouled Eliyahu. And for Andrea, that's going to be his second. Andrea has played 10 minutes. And he has a couple of points, 4 rebounds, 2 fouls.
Raptors with 10 players playing double-digit minutes tonight as well. So, again, Sam Mitchell, no one has played more than 25 minutes tonight. Chris Bosh, the leading minute guy. Obviously, Chris didn't play the last 2 games, so good run for him tonight. Kind of work out the cobwebs a little bit.
Bargnani, good traffic rebound. Fred Jones, Bargnani, he got fouled and will shoot 2.
And for a big man, Chuck, he does a nice job putting the ball on the floor. And he's such a good shooter, you've got to respect his ability to make that shot. So
he's a very confident young man.
Well, he should be. He's talented. And he's going right there. And again, strength, stamina, you know, that'll come. And he'll finish moves like that under duress when he's being hit and he's trying to finish in the lane. But boy, he's got some tools.
102-77 Raptors. Derek Martin, 20. Fred Jones, Chris Humphries, Joey Graham, and Andrea Bargnani. Shot taken and missed by Chasson.
I love Humphries. He just goes and attacks that ball on the glass.
Fred Jones with a runner-off window.
That's what he does, Chuck.
Fred Jones with 16.
He's instant O, man. I like him with the second unit. I really do. I think it favors his style and gets him some shots.
A 35-7 run. Sounds like a Bears-Bills game.
Well, you know, in the first unit, you know, Peterson and Bosh are going to get a lot of shots.
Now, Jack, let me ask you this. At what game do you think Sam Mitchell says, all right, I'm going to play my starters?
Tighten the screws? I would say the screws will start to tighten a little bit on Sunday night because you have a few days between now and then. And then definitely next week in Boston and Chicago, I think Sam will start to kind of tighten everything up a little bit and start giving minutes, get up in the 30s in terms of minutes to his top.
Who do you sit?
Well, again, that's why I said this is a tremendous quandary, a positive problem. A coach's delight to have a situation on his hands like this that he's got a lot of guys that have played pretty well. I mean, can you name a guy that's played himself out of minutes?
No.
And that's great stuff. And again, you got to take your hat off to this group of players because they're sharing the ball and making each other look good. It's over travel. And you got to take your hat off as well to Brian Colangelo for restructuring this team and bringing some good players in. And you got talent across the board. You got better depth, and you have high-quality character people. And you know, this is the best situation that Sam Mitchell's had as a coach in his 3-year career as a head coach, so it helps him as well.
And a deflection with 4:38 to go.
And look at Joey Graham out there. I mean, you can't tell me that looking and saying, here's Anthony Parker, here's Fred Jones, Mo Pete's still here, P.J. Tucker. You know what? I better be diving on balls. If not, I'm not playing.
Halperin hooked Derek Martin on the baseline. Martin was the first to point that out to David Jones, the official.
I better stick open shots, because if I don't make open shots, there's enough guys in this league that will.
No, but you know what?
It's great.
In fairness to Joey Graham,
he's making them.
Yep.
And he's rising to the challenge. And again, he's maturing as a second-year guy. He's figuring it out.
There is Derek.
There you go.
He's in the books. So everyone who has played tonight has scored.
Who hasn't gotten in yet? I'm looking at the
Euro slow car.
Euro slow car, that's right.
There's Andrea Bargnani. We're showing a little muscle.
6 boards for the rookie tonight, Chuck.
Fred Jones wants to give it up to Joey Graham. Graham, nice pass intended for Bargnani, but Arnold slipped inside and knocked it away out of bounds. 106-79 Toronto. Sam Mitchell racing to midcourt. He wants to call the play. Well, so let's see what develops here as the Maccabi bench trying to defend. Wide left on the baseline. Martin will inbound. Andrea from 20.
Smooth as silk, boy. He is a wonderful catch and shoot guy.
Jack, can I make a statement about after timeout plays, during late sequences, the Raptors much improved.
Yes.
I mean, Sam Mitchell has been on his game tonight calling those plays.
And he's got better players to call plays for.
Yep. Continuation, no.
It always makes you a better coach, Chuck, when you have people say, he's calling bad plays, bad play out of a timeout. You know, if you don't have a guy that can make a play, you don't look too smart as a coach. When you got guys that can spread the floor out and people can't gang up on one player. Look at this move right here. You suddenly start to look a little sharper.
Again, 36-point score for the Raptors off 26 turnovers. They've been to the line 43 times. And you know what? They haven't made a three. They're 0 for 11. And they came in, Jack, shooting from three-point range. 35% attempting 92 threes.
That streak still holds, though.
Yes, it does.
But this is preseason. So.
It's preseason.
One shot. I don't know. I don't even know what the streak. I'm kind of one of those useless stats.
614, Jack.
Okay.
Last time they didn't make a triple, February 24th, 99 at Indiana.
I remember that game, Chuck. It was our first year together.
They went 0 for 6. Here's Bynum. Can't finish. Andrea Bargnani with rebound number 7. Bargnani running the floor at 7-1. Andrea receives the pass from Martin and scores.
That was nice.
Ilmago, the magician.
That was sweet.
Yep. You know, you've got Bargnani with 8 points and 7 rebounds, Jack, in 13 minutes.
Yeah. And again, last night I was really impressed with how he played. Good job defensively inside there. He got tied up with Noel Felix, and Felix picking up the foul. Timeout on the floor.
So we have 2:47 to go. Here's Bargnani and the fadeaway. Ilmago on Raptors NBA TV. Raptors trailed by as many as 13 in the first half. The Raptors have taken over this game. They lead 111-79. Jack, I'm getting some emails. All you have to do is log on, see Swirsky, SWI or SKY at TorontoRaptors.com. We're trying to come up with a nickname for that second unit, the attack pack.
Okay.
How about the toolbox? Because we got the hammer and the nails. I kind of like that. That's pretty clever.
Okay.
Now let's see. Another second unit. How about the Hungry Squad? Because after all, we got to get the salami and cheese out.
That's right.
It's 111-79.
Free pizza tonight, by the way, Chuck?
Absolutely. So we got to work with Raptors.com and get a contest to go.
Because this crew is going to be a significant part of the Raptors' resurgence as an organization.
Marty early Went up for a dunk hit on the elevation with that extended right arm. He got fouled and will shoot 2.
He is not shy. I tell you what, look again. Quick strides. Oh boy, that was a nice move right there again by Bargnani.
Some of these nicknames I'm getting from our website. Here is emailer Robbie. How about Plan B? I don't think they want to be referred to Plan B, Robbie.
The bench, Plan B, the bench.
Raptors bench, this from emailer Tim in St. Thomas, Ontario. Bench should be called the Calvary.
There'll be a lot of good ideas in the future, Chuck. At least we got a lot of people send it in. That's nice. Beautiful pass on a high-low.
Yeah. 2:09 remaining, 112-81. Raptors, Derek Martin, a very personable veteran point guard. Came back, signing a 1-year deal. Here's Andrea Bargnani. Raptors shooting 54%. Maccabi Tel Aviv at 44%. Remember in the first half, Jack, they were shooting like 60%. They've gone 7 for 22. At one point, Jack, so they are 2 for their last 16 from three-point range.
Yeah, Raptors have done a better job on the perimeter, moving their feet, contesting shots, playing the screen and roll a lot more aggressively. And on the other side, I think Maccabi Tel Aviv kind of hit the wall.
Yep.
In terms of just...
But you know what? They gave as much as they could, Jack, before.
Can't knock their effort. They've come out and competed real hard.
Bargnani with a dunk. Derek Martin's up and down. And that ball sailed way over the head of your side of center bounds.
Raptors with 7 players in double figures, Chuck.
So, Jack, I'm going to run through this thing through Raptors.com with the second unit. We're trying to come up with a nickname, and maybe we can take the winner out for lunch.
Sure. On you, Chuck. You got all the big bucks, so I'm sure you can swing it. I'll be more than happy to go out on your time.
Derek Martin putting up a little floater, and while he did draw air, he was fouled and will shoot 2. He's got that Band-Aid on the top of the head, and we told this story yesterday on our webcast on Raptors.com that he was doing 2 things at once. I think he said he was on the phone and he's shaving and he cut his head.
I talked to Derek earlier. He was talking to his daughter and helping her with her homework. And I said, Derek, you can't multitask.
So he's on the cell phone, helping her homework and shaving
at the same time. Not a good multitasking situation there. I said, how'd you do with the homework? He said, not real well either.
No. Hey,
I got 3 kids. I look at some of the stuff they have to do for school. I'm like,
Jack, I'll tell you what, I flunked 6th grade, man. Now you got that homework coming in tonight? Wow. The stuff.
2 of my sons take Latin. How about that in school? They take 2 languages.
Well, you should be pretty good at that because you're speaking on Raptors TV.
Oh, yeah. I have a hard enough time speaking English.
You speak Brooklynese.
There you go. For those that can understand me.
Green knocked away, and this is P.J. Tucker to the rim with a tomahawk slam.
It's like a summer league game, you know, just going down, nobody near you. One of those charity games, you know.
So Nails tonight, he's got double figures with 10. What is that, Jack? 7 players now?
Seven in double figures, yep.
Green.
Actually, I think it's 8 in double figures now.
118-83.
Raptors, with this win tonight, will guarantee themselves a winning preseason. So, again, the Raptors trying to change the culture and develop a winning spirit. You know, at least they'll be able to look at the fact that they've had a winning preseason.
Andrea Bargnani with the board. That's going to be his 8th. 2 more. He's going to be a double-double guy. Nope. Derek Martin. You know, Jack, this time a year ago, we were doing a ball game with Leo and Parker. Hit the game-winning shot. A little difference a year ago, winning 1883. In fairness to Maccabi, 6 new players, and the Raptors, of course, a better team with 9 new players. Bargnani has fouled Felix with 18 seconds remaining.
The Raptors, thankfully, with Anthony Parker, who I think is going to be a nice guy with their club this year to have.
So the Cavaliers come to town on Sunday. You can join us 5 o'clock pregame right here on Raptors NBA TV. And again, make sure and log on to Raptors.com for your latest Raptor news and for ticket information of this exciting young Raptors team. 416-366-DUNK. That's 416-366-DUNK. Just going to close it out. And there's no reason to attempt a shot now, Jack. Just dribble it out, go home.
I'm all for that, Chuck.
Yep. This crowd on their feet, saluting both teams. A lot of Maccabi fans here. Great second half by the Toronto Raptors. And once again, a total team effort. Jack, your thoughts?
Well, again, the depth of this team, its defense much improved in the second half. And as the Raptors have one more home game right here on Raptors TV Sunday night against Cleveland, a lot of positive things to look at for the Toronto Raptors going forward.
All right, Jack, so that will do it here from the Air Canada Center, where the Raptors win in convincing fashion as they take care of business. A professional win in the second half. 118-84 the final. 8 players in double figures for the Toronto Raptors. So many thanks to Jack Armstrong. Many thanks to you for watching. But don't go away. We got post-game coverage coming up next. This is Chuck Swirsky. It's been a pleasure.